Very easy for a soccer mom in Brentwood who legitimately had a Percocet prescription to deal with back pain to find herself without her prescription when it runs out, and knowing someone who knows someone who's got a guy who can get her some pills, and lo and behold she pops these and they're not what she thinks she is, and it can prove deadly. The thing that's pretty impressive is the amount of training that goes into being a forensic scientist. That's the other thing. You watch these crime shows and the scientists, the scientists all kind of do a little bit of everything, right? So 1 second they're working with DNA, another they're working in a firearms unit. That's not the reality of the situation. The amount of training it takes to work in one of our forensic disciplines is so substantive that a lot of times the scientists will only stay in one, and if they do switch, it's very rare. For example, to be a fingerprint scientist, it's 8 months of training from your start day. To be a firearms and tool mark scientist, it's 2 years. To be in DNA, it can be upwards of 18 months. And that's not just how to actually do the analysis, it's also preparing you to be able to take that information into a courtroom, because our scientists have to be able to explain the science in a way that a jury would understand, right? So that takes a lot of practice and a lot of work and a lot of guidance from our experienced scientists. How many of you guys watch CSI or crime shows on TV or that sort of thing, right? So you see these individuals and they take a drop of blood and they throw it in an instrument in the back of a Hummer and it produces a mugshot in like 5 seconds. That's not how it works, as you might expect. It takes on average, best possible timeline, a day to a day and a half to develop a DNA profile from a submitted piece of evidence. Also serving on a violent crime response team. These are individuals who are on call to respond to the scenes of violent crimes. So for example, when we had that scene in Sumner County a couple months ago with the multiple fatalities, I think it was 7 and then later on an 8 that wasn't necessarily ours but was also part of it. Our scientists were on the scene for 30 hours actually gathering all the evidence, and it was just a team of 7 or 8 scientists. So it was a long day and a half for those individuals processing and gathering all that evidence.